From the John C. Hinch Production Arts Studios in Peoria, Illinois, VideoMax Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Montel Hardy and Marcella Gillen. News with Jake Schultz, Gabrielle Balzell, and Ashley Edlin, and your Midstate reporting team. Sports with Kevin McClellan, On the Beat with Christine Kinnear and Christy Sergai. Money Matters with Jewel Jones. Get Real with Elise Andrew. Let's Eat with Stephanie Robbins. About Town with Kristen Pedicini. Street Team with Samantha Lebos. And State of the Arts with Elizabeth Scoville. And now, from America's friendliest city, Midstate Magazine starts right now.
Hi, and welcome to the St. Patrick's Day theme of Midstate Magazine. I'm your host, Montel Hardy.
And I'm your other host, Marcella Gillen. It's definitely St. Patrick's Day themed, right?
Yep. Yeah, I was just about to tell you that I'm digging the wig. It looks real nice.
Yes, and I like your bead, you know.
Yeah, my one bead necklace. I guess I just wasn't feeling the spirit.
So I guess I don't, I don't have the opportunity to pinch you because you are technically wearing green.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Technically.
Unless it happens to break.
Oh no, it should stay intact.
Then you'd be in trouble, right?
Yeah, just a little bit. Don't want to get pinched by everyone.
Yes, but I believe I have Irish descent. Gillen is, so.
Yeah, just a little. Are you mixed with anything else?
Yes, I'm mixed with a lot of things.
A lot of things. Okay, Irish is.
Yeah, Irish is just one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, Hispanic. My mom's from Mexico, and then my dad, his ancestor is from Ireland, and a bunch of other things. So.
Okay, I'm sure they'd be all proud and love the green hair you got going on.
Yes, I hope so. But after all, America is the big melting pot, so
a bunch of
everybody came from somewhere.
Exactly. And today's Irish Day, so look at it that way.
Absolutely. Well, Jake, Ashley, and Kevin have some news for us. Let's take it away.
Good evening, I'm Jake Schultz from Midstate Magazine.
And I'm Ashley Edlin, and now let's take a first look at the news.
The Libyan rebels are calling for reinforcements after forces loyal to Muammar Gaddafi utilized helicopter gunships and rockets to halt the rebels' advance to the capital. The attacks are a sign of an increased concern by the regime of the rebels' trek towards Sirte. The capture of Sirte would be a major motivation boost for the anti-Gaddafi forces. The uprising began on February 15th and has caused hundreds of casualties so far. Over 200,000 people have fled the country.
The United Auto Workers reached an agreement Sunday with Caterpillar. The new 6-year contract includes a new cash and rewards program, but does not include wage increases to workers hired more than 6 years ago. Union members also received $3,000 for ratifying the contract. The members voted at the Renaissance Coliseum on the Bradley University campus, with 72% of the members voting. The contract will begin immediately and runs through March 1st, 2017.
According to a recent study in the Archives of General Psychiatry, teenage eating disorders have risen. They examined over 10,000 students between the ages of 13 and 18 to find how common it has become to have an eating disorder and associated behaviors. The study concluded that the teenagers have many of the symptoms but do not meet all the criteria that fit a diagnosis of being anorexic or bulimic. However, 1.6% of the teenagers have experienced binge eating disorders. Another upsetting finding was that the median age for either disorders was 12. These disorders could lead to long-lasting effects, and unfortunately, these teenagers are not getting enough proper care and education about healthy eating habits. Many have been blaming the media for this uprise in eating disorders for the youth.
Midstate's Tara Jabari recently went to presentations discussing this issue and possible solutions.
Haircuts, our manicures, pedicures, facials.
Dr. Jackie Hogan from the Sociology Department at Bradley University held a presentation towards the end of February to discuss the high cost of beauty. The presentation showed the statistics of how much money and attention is spent on beauty in America a year. The government in the past year spent $50 billion more on diet research than on cancer and AIDS research combined. Meanwhile, consumers have spent billions of dollars on cosmetics and clothes when that money could have helped the homeless or financial aid for higher education. The goal of the presentation was to prove that there is still a problem with how Americans, and particularly the youth in high school and college, treat weight and the way a person looks. Dr. Hogan wants the audience to not only be aware of the attention advertisements and media make, but how much the people themselves do. people do not take the time to actually express the concerns in a serious manner. Babette Jameson, an audience member and student at Bradley University, agrees with the presentation about the lack of speaking on body objectification.
I believe American society is definitely one that tends to avoid, but I do think that this cause of awareness of dysfunctional ad campaigns, that's been a cause that's been talked about for decades. So we're still working on it. It's probably going to be a long journey.
Among the speakers was the university's Student Health Services Medical Care and Counseling, urging the audience to express concerns on the youth's perspective on body image.
Tonight's presentation was about stopping the fat talk and really talking about the issue. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Tara Jabari.
The owners of Peoria Tanning Salons say that if the government passes a bill banning tanning for anyone younger than 18 years old, teens will still find a way. The bill is still in Congress, but many are already pushing to have the ban changed to parental consent, where parents would have to sign permission for their kids to tan. One salon owner said that nearly 30% of salons would close if a full ban were passed. Tanning is widely known to be unhealthy and the cause of skin cancer. Illinois is second only to Ohio on the amount of tanning regulation.
Anthony Corey is a new artist that has recently been circulating Peoria. His unique paintings, bone sculptures, and pictures have been in numerous exhibits, including a recent Valentine's Day theme. In the Cornerstone building, Corey experiments as many different ways as possible.
And stuff like that. And it's not based off the design, but I was really into like Samoan tribal. Like with the medium of working with watercolor, I didn't want to have the pre-programmed color in your head, like using purple. So I didn't even use a paintbrush. I was like, I don't even want to use the function of a paintbrush because that's so formatted, and you know, art is open. You could do anything with art. You don't have to follow a formula. It's good to learn everything you can about it and then develop your theory on that.
Look for more of his work to be open to the public for this summer's annual Peoria Art Guild Art Fair in Junction City and other upcoming events. Now here's Clevin McClellan with sports.
Scientists are experimenting with genetic tests that may be able to predict kids' athletic performance. The test looks for the presence of a gene called ACTN3, which influences production of a protein involved in muscle activity. Presence of the gene supposedly indicates superior athletic performance. However, some scientists hold that while ACTN3 can help muscle activity, about 80% of the population carries some form of the gene. Since they're not all star athletes, it takes more than genetic luck to become a sports star. Testing is still underway. The Bradley University women's basketball team ended their regular season with a scrappy win over the Indiana State Sycamores. The Braves were down 20-6 early in the first half, but came roaring back to take a 27-26 halftime lead and came out of the locker room ready to take over the game. It was back and forth for a while, but the game was won on the free throw line. Bradley's lone senior, Raisa Taylor, made the most of her last game as a Brave and made 14 straight from the charity stripe in the final 7 minutes of play to put the game out of reach for the Sycamores. Her 29 points were a career high, as were her 6 steals. She also hauled down 7 rebounds and dished out 6 assists and had one awesome block in the first half. Final score, Braves 77, Sycamores 69. Golf season is almost here, but if you just can't wait to hit the links, don't worry. Peoria has tons of great golf opportunities for you to check out. My advice is to go to the Golf Learning Center and Academy, which is part of the Peoria Park District. It's right across from the Kellogg Golf Course on Radnor Road and is home to an indoor putting green and full-service pro shop. They also have all-weather tees outdoors on the driving range and practice sand bunkers so you can get to know your sand wedge a little better. Go to Peoria Park District's PeoriaParks.org for a full list of public courses and more information on the Learning Center. The Owen Center is the host to many young NHL hopefuls. The indoor ice skating facility features 2 full-size rinks. They offer year-round ice skating lessons and a comprehensive hockey program. The cost of a jersey is $50 to $60, and you must provide your own equipment. The Owen Center is located on Lake and Main and is open Monday through Sunday. For more information, visit PeoriaParks.org/Owen Center. That's all for sports. Back to you, Ashley.
Thanks, Kevin. Weddings are always a stressful time, but for one couple, technology actually saved the day. California couples Samuel Kim and Helen O planned to get married on March 6th, but Kim was suddenly diagnosed with a lung infection, causing him to be in the isolation ward of a hospital. Not letting a little infection get in the way, the couple improvised by holding the wedding ceremony through web using Skype. When Kim recovers, the newlyweds plan to go to Paris and Prague for their honeymoon.
I mean,
love
that's
it.
one way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, if you can't be there, why not just use Skype? Skype's a great thing, right?
I wish you could do that for a lot of things.
I know, I love Skype. You guys use Skype?
A little bit, not much.
I do.
Well, that's all for the news. I'm Jake Schultz.
And I'm Ashley Edling.
I'm Kevin McClelland. Have a happy St. Patrick's Day and join us next time. It's a good wig, right?
Thanks, guys. I really liked Kevin's wig.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm a little unsure now as to who's better, you know, him or you. I like them both, really.
Well, I don't want to brag, but I think I pulled this off quite nicely.
Yeah, I think if Kevin was here, you know, you guys might get into a bit of a debate. But hey, you guys both feeling the spirit.
So, getting married over Skype, I mean, how about that?
I think that's really something. Initially, I just thought they would just kind of postpone it, you know?
You would think.
But I guess when you commit to it.
I personally, as a woman, you know, always, you know, girls always like dream about, the dream wedding. And never has it been in my plans to get married over Skype. Never.
Well, I personally, as a guy, know
Right?
that weddings cost a lot. So if you can, you know, kind of get through the marriage and maybe renew the vows.
I feel sorry for your wife, because if you're already suggesting this.
I mean, not planning it, but if it happens to happen that way, my wallet's still
goodness.
full. I'll be all right, I think.
Okay, well, I guess I'll propose to her over Facebook too then.
Yeah, I'll send that wall post. Would you marry me? All caps. All caps.
And then she comments no, and then who's going to be embarrassed? You are.
That's when you can go and delete it, and maybe call and cry to her and say, please marry me, and maybe marry
Oh my gosh.
For sure.
That's funny.
It really is. It really is. Hopefully, I would just be smart enough to do that in person, but with
Yeah,
social media,
I hope you're smart enough. I mean, you can't go wrong with just the classic getting down on one knee, handing out a ring, and saying, "Will you marry me?" I mean, come on.
Yeah, I definitely consider it a part of the plan. At least tells us about a kids movie based on a timeless love story.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? These words have been uttered thousands of times in thousands of movies. But have you ever heard of gnomes uttering these famous syllables? Feuding garden gnomes take Romeo and Juliet to a whole new level.
Oh, Nomeo. Nomeo, are we really doomed, Nomeo, to never see each other again? Why must you wear a blue hat? Why couldn't it be red like my father, or green like a leprechaun, or purple like some weird guy?
Red gnomes and blue gnomes have been enemies forever. Oh.
On your mark! Get set!
Come on, Nomeo.
Nomeo!
Juliet, I just wanted to see you again.
I'm gonna need you to come.
Romeo and Juliet takes a new look at an old play. These two star-crossed gnomes find love in suburbia. Kelly Ashbury brings to life the new side of the everyday garden gnome.
I was approached by Baker Bloodworth, my producer, and Stephen Hamilton Shaw, and David Furnish from Rocket Pictures. And they came to me and they said, look, we have a movie that involves garden gnomes, and it's the story of Romeo and Juliet, and it needs to incorporate Elton John music. And that was really the tools I was given at the beginning of the film.
This mission is gonna require maximum stealth.
Well, you won't get much stealthier than this.
I can't go.
I know how you feel.
No, really. I'm stuck.
I give Romeo and Juliet 3 out of 5 stars. This movie was very cute, perfect for younger kids. It was a little predictable at times, but how could you not be with such a well-known story? So if you're wondering what your garden gnomes are up to while you're not at home, check out this new spin on Juliet and her Romeo. For Get Real, I'm Elise Sandert.
Yeah, well, I don't know about Elise, but I haven't seen it yet. From what I saw, I'd give it 5 stars. I really want to see that. 5 stars.
Yeah, I'm at the 2.5, 3-star range.
Oh my gosh, I'm a sucker for animated kids movies. I really am.
Really? Even though they're Shakespearean classics, you got
So kids kind of like are introduced to Shakespeare at an early age and don't even know, and they get older and then they already kind of are familiar with it in a way.
Yeah, that's true. That is a good way to teach it to you.
Sneaking it up on them.
And I like how they switch up the way they speak a little bit, because, you know, the original story is way more boring.
I don't think it's boring. It's romantic, mind you.
Really, the way they word it,
Yeah.
it's just so romantic.
People don't speak like that anymore.
Oh, okay.
I don't either.
Yeah, I was about to say, you might want to speak in that language.
No, I believe it was like last week that we introduced the planetarium, and they had a gnome in like every shot. That was a tad creepy.
It was, and one even snuck into, I want to say Lanata did that one, and it was like, she held the
and
gnome,
there it was.
and I'm like, there it is.
These ones are a lot friendlier. These ones were cute.
Yeah,
The other one, you know, you always get those people that just over-decorate their yard with all of these gnomes, and you just want to knock on the door and ask, you know, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, they're all kind of creepy, you know, they invade your lawn, and the way they protect it, because I'm not stepping on anyone's grass.
No, I mean,
got a few of those
if
things.
you like gnomes, you know, more to you, right?
Sure. That's right.
About Town tells us where we can add some salsa in our lives.
For the past 4 years, salsa dance has been heating up Peoria. Housed in the Contemporary Art Center on every first and third Friday of the month, a crowd of enthusiasts and those who just want to learn gather to dance to Latin rhythms. Although salsa is the most popular dance style, machacha and merengue are the easiest to learn. Eduardo Ballero is one of 2 dance instructors.
Salsa takes a long time because it's a little bit faster. It's better to learn with a partner, and you have to work at it a lot.
That is why there's an informal dance lesson to start off the evening, followed by open dance until 12:30 a.m. Dominique Alexandre comes to this event faithfully.
Well, the dance is a passionate dance as it is. So, of course, when you start to dance it and the music heats up and you hit that next beat, you just want to put more into it, and it gets you going. It's a lot of fun.
And she says it is one of the more fun things that Peoria has to offer.
It's a good thing for the community. Latin dance is a lot of fun, it's a lot of exercise, and it helps to get people out doing something different in Peoria. A lot of people complain that there's not much to do in Peoria, but if you dig, you can find some little fun, quirky things to do.
To spice up your Friday nights with a little Latin flavor, come down to the Contemporary Art Center. For Midstate Magazine, this is Sylvia Barr.
I'm impressed. What I noticed was that it was a lot of targeted towards like older generation. You know, you didn't have to be young and hot to do it. I mean,
yeah, you can be, you know, I'm sure as young as a teenager, and
because you always get like that stereotypical like salsa where they're in their like late 20s and everybody's got the best moves and everything, but they look like they were having fun and just kind of passing time and staying in shape.
They really did a good job of it too, and it's really a very complicated, from what I can see, is extremely complicated. So for a camera to be around, they didn't seem nervous at all. You know, they really
I mentioned earlier that, you know, I had a lot of mixed backgrounds in me, you know, and my mother's from Mexico, and when they have big family reunions and big parties, they sometimes dance to the salsa music and play that. It's kind of like a lively way to keep it going, you know, the party going.
They play the salsa jam, and then they drag everyone out and say,
yeah,
you gotta
I never learned, but
I got you.
Yes.
Our own Jewel Jones gives us advice on how to save some money.
Hi, I'm Jewel Jones. The ATM has made banking a convenience. From depositing a check to withdrawing money, the ATM does it all. However, using another bank or credit union's ATM will cost you. According to Bankrate.com, people spent $4 billion on ATM fees in 2007. With the average ATM fees approaching $3, there are some ways to avoid the extra charge. One way is to find a bank or credit union that is part of a surcharge-free ATM network, such as Allpoint, Star, or MoneyPass. 2, with your debit card, enter a business that allows you to get cash back with a purchase. That way you can buy something for under $2 and still get your cash. You'll save at least $1 getting your money from the store opposed to the $3 you'd be spending at the ATM. Imagine how much money you can save by avoiding the ATM. With Money Matters, I'm Jewel Jones.
I think it was 4.
Wow, I had no idea, like, as a nation we wasted so much on ATM fees.
Yeah, a lot of us kind of overlook it. You know, it's $1 here, $2 there.
Yeah, and I was just going to point that out. You know, it just, every so often, it's not every day you go to the ATM and you don't think anything of it. And then before you know it, those couple of dollars add up.
Begin to add up slowly but surely. I feel exactly the same way. People just overlook it because you look in the now rather than the future. And as you know, because of that, you miss out.
And those tips are great. I think I'm going to start using it. And she mentioned that when you go to the store and they ask for cash back, now do they charge like a fee for cash back? Because
No.
I've never used that before. Or is it just?
I've used it a few times. Basically, you really aren't charged a fee. You just have to buy something, and that's kind of like a fee. You know,
Yeah, but you're going to the
anyone,
store anyways. You're buying something.
Yeah.
You might as well, if you know you're going to be needing a little extra cash.
grab a pack of gum. You'll
Exactly.
be all right.
Kristen Pedicini finds out how to defend herself and lets us know simple steps on how to do it.
Imagine you're walking along a dark street and suddenly you're attacked. What do you do? Today we're here at the Markin Center at Bradley University to talk to Michelle Fry, a black belt in Taekwondo, on what to do.
So your attacker comes up behind you and he grabs you from behind like a bear hug. You can't breathe because he's squeezing so hard. So the first thing that you do is you drop down and bring your legs real wide. Then you grab your own wrist. Now you can breathe because your shoulders are protecting your lungs. The next thing that you do to get away is jump out into a T. There, that breaks his grip. Now you can go ahead and grab right behind his ankle and pull up. And he falls right down, and you can run away now.
All right, let's do that one more time.
The most important thing is don't make yourself a target. Don't walk around alone at night. Don't have your iPod in. Don't talk on the phone. Don't be texting. You know, don't do things that make yourself look oblivious. Like if you're not aware of your surroundings, you become a target really fast.
For Midstate Magazine, I'm Kristen Pedicini.
Yikes, don't mess with her.
Yeah, I think those defense classes can teach anyone a few things. I never knew that, you know, when someone gets you from behind, there's a way you can kind of get out of it.
I knew about how to do, like, if somebody's choking you, like, just, I mean, I've never had to use it, though, but
yeah.
I think every woman, and I guess guys, too, should, like, sign up for these classes because you can make yourself a target and not know it. Like,
Yeah,
how
you
many
can.
kids text today while they're walking? Everyone.
Yeah, a lot of people text, iPod, you know.
Yeah.
I think the best thing to do is just try to travel in groups.
Right, and like you said, the iPod, they're not aware of their surroundings because they're just listening to all their music and easily distracted.
Yeah, if you have to have it, I would just maybe keep it on low, you know, play it as background music as you walk.
And take some mace with you.
Really? Well, see, I don't know, because I'm the kind of person who, you know, will jokingly come up behind you and, you know, and then I'll get maced and I'll probably never do that again. So let's hope whoever has the mace is a little...
Hey, but you know what they say, it's better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, so as I'm laying on the ground, crying for life, you know.
It's better to be safe
You're
than
better
sorry.
off defending yourself. Now it's time for a little music. Elizabeth Scoville welcomes Fools on the Hill. Take it away.
Hello, welcome to State of the Arts. I'm your host, Elizabeth Scoville, and today we have a talented band from Peoria, Fools on the Hill. Take it away, guys.
It's too warm for this time of year. Don't tell me that it feels right. The seasons are not like the ones I used to know as a kid. The seasons, I feel them die. And we're all thinking, what do we do now? Oh, what do we do now? Oh, what do we do now? Unplug the wires. You're tired, the fire is gone from your eyes, and I hate to see it go. Turn off the bright screen. It's obscene, we're just fiends for a flickering light. We look alive, but our eyes are cold. And we're all thinking, what do we do now? What do we what do we do now?
Well, thank you for watching State of the Arts. I'm Elizabeth Scoville.
I'm guessing that song was called What Do We Do Now?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Maybe try to find them live, again. They're really talented.
Yeah,
so.
maybe, Montel, maybe you can hire them to play for you over Skype when you get married. If
I
they're
think
still
it's a great
around.
idea. It's the least I can do, right? Since I'm not paying for the whole wedding now, just pay for that young
Right, so I know
Yeah.
that they're so good. So, before they get famous, pay them now. That way when they are famous, got them all hired.
Got them already under contract. I don't care, if you already have,
You can
awards.
just take it away with their.
Yeah, absolutely. So.
I really like their music though.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna add that on my iPod.
Yeah, I would too. I think if it's on iTunes, I'd like to see it. See, I want to see what more they have. The first song was excellent. I want to see, if they have like a little album
they
together.
had like a different kind of a style to it, and I liked it. It was kind of like chill, but.
The lead singer was really impressive too. I didn't, expect him to have such a strong voice. He was,
right.
He really got
He
it.
looked like he was. It came out very naturally. He wasn't like forcing it or anything. So you can always tell when a person's talented, and he truly was.
As well as a guitar player. And once again, I got to learn how to play. I have to learn how to play. I'm determined to learn how to play some guitar. So
anything.
Yeah.
Well, my sister has just started taking up piano lessons, and it's amazing how fast she just picked up on music. And some people just really have an act for like just picking up the musical instruments and reading notes and everything. That was never me, but
it was never me neither. I was just that kid that would
Sadly.
have these instruments and try and fail and try and fail some more.
Don't
never
get me
really
wrong,
knew.
because I love to listen to any sort of any sort of music, and my mom's always got classical playing, or she likes operas and symphonies, so we have to listen to that in our car rides.
Well, on my car rides, I'm mostly listening to old music. So a lot of Temptations, Motown. I'm actually liking it though. It's a lot of old music.
It's a little bit for everyone.
Yeah,
Everyone
I think
has
there's a
their own
song,
taste.
a type of genre out there for a lot of people, if not everyone. So.
Yeah, and every day, it seems like they're discovering more and more genres. So there's something obviously for everyone.
Yeah, have you heard of dubstep yet? No.
Wait, is that the one that's like really, really, really fast?
Yeah.
They play it in a lot of nightclubs.
Yeah.
There is it's coming into popularity now. I see.
Yeah, it is. To see, that's a brand new genre.
You'd
of
have
music.
to dance really fast to it, but.
Yeah, you'd have to, or you can just be cool like me and just sit and listen. And,
oh yeah, you're cool like that.
Yeah.
It's nothing my older parents or grandparents would like to listen to. That's for sure.
Absolutely. I'm Montel Hardy. Thanks for tuning in.
And I'm Marcella Gillen. Have a nice day.